It's taken a long time, but it's happened. In terms of the writer strike,
It's over!
What the fuck happened? What happened? What happened? What the fuck happened?
okay, now in terms of over, that's a lot to discuss. But we just made a big milestone in this whole strikes that's been going on for 5 months at this point. As the WGA has finally made a tenacious agreement. We've made an agreement, guys. It happened. What's going on, guys? Jking here. It is like 2 a.m. right now. I'm recording this, but I had to get this video up because, again, it's just, this is incredible. So yes, WGA, as of a couple of hours ago, was able to make an agreement when it has come to the strike. They have finally, after 5 months of trying to make an agreement, get a suitable contract, get suitable pay, basically the starting point of the strikes that we have been dealing with for months, we finally got something. Now, while the strikes are not all over, as there's still the actor strike that is still going on, and plus, if I remember correctly, some VFX workers are potentially going to go on strike too. Again, that's a whole nother monster to tackle. This is at least a milestone. This is at least a good start when it comes to hopefully giving people the pay that they have been wanting for too long now. And yeah, so let's talk about it. So officially coming from the WGA contract of 2020, and I read, "Dear members, we have reached a tentative agreement on the 2023 MBA, which is to say an agreement in principle to all deals subject to draft final contract language. What we have won in this contract, most particularly everything we have gained since May 2nd, is due to the willingness of this membership to exercise its power, to demonstrate its solidarity, to walk side by side, to endure the pain and uncertainty of the past 146 days. It is the leverage generated by your strike, in concert with the extraordinary support of our union siblings. They finally brought the companies back to the table to make a deal. We can say with great pride that this deal is exceptional, with meaningful gains and protections for writers in every sector of the membership. What remains now is for our staff to make sure everything we have agreed to is codified in final contract language. And although we are eager to share the details of what has been achieved with you, we cannot do that until the last I is dotted. To do so would complicate our ability to finish the job. So as you have been patient with us before, we ask you to be patient again one last time. Once the I can't read. I apparently can't read, guys. Memorandum of agreement with the Amptp is complete, the negotiating committee will vote on whether to recommend the agreement and to send it to WGAW Board and WGAE Council for approval. The Board and Council will then vote on whether to authorize a contract ratification vote by the membership. If that authorization is approved, the Board and Council will also vote on whether to lift the restraining order and end the strike at a certain date and time to be determined, pending ratification. This would allow writers to return to work during the ratification vote, but would not affect the membership's right to make a final determination on the contract approval. Immediately after those leadership votes, which are tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, if the language is settled, we will provide a comprehensive summary of the deal point and the moment of agreement. We will also convene meetings where members will have the opportunity to learn more about and access the deal before voting on ratification. To be clear, no one is returning to work until specifically authorized by the Guild. We are still on strike until then, but we are, as of today, suspending WGA picketing. Instead, if you are able to, we encourage you to join the SAG-AFTRA picket lines this week. Finally, we appreciate your patience as you waited for news from us and had to fend off rumors during the last few days of the negotiation. Please wait for further information from the Guild. We will have more to share with you in the coming days as we finalize the contract language and go through our union's process. As always, thank you for your support, and you will hear from us again very soon. Basically, they have made an agreement, and the writers on the side of the whole strike don't need to go to the picket lines anymore. Instead, they encourage them to join SAG-AFTRA in their continuing strike to basically come to a similar kind of agreement that they just have. Again, nothing is finalized, and it says that most likely we will all be getting the information about what this means for the writers come this Tuesday. So sometime around this week, it says Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, we'll see. But sometime this week, we should be getting more information about what exactly this deal entails. What does this mean for the writers, and what will they be able to do? They cannot go back to work yet, but they don't have to wait super long to go back to work. And they'll learn exactly what else it means for them come later on this week, or very soon this week. But again, this is a big deal. While again, this doesn't take away or eradicate all the problems that have been going on for the past 5 months that they have been striking about, livable wages and all that. This is a step in the right direction. This means that very soon, once everything is finalized and once everyone knows what this all means, it means, and again, given the fact that they've agreed to this and are just waiting for the last, finalizations, the last check marks of, yeah, this is exactly all, there's nothing more that we need to go over it with again, then that means that they will be able to get back to work, and that we're a step in the right direction on giving everybody, when it comes to Hollywood, that aren't the Tom Cruises of the world, the ability to continue doing what they love. Again, not a lot of people understand why they have been striking for the past 5 months. It's not a simple thing of like, oh, we want more money. It's a simple thing of times have changed in Hollywood. The pay that they were getting now is not the same pay that they were getting. Is not equivalent to the same pay that people would get back then. Times have changed, especially when it comes to the thing of streaming services, or royalty rights. Once a thing goes on to like DVD, Blu-ray, again, streaming services, for example. It's the whole thing Scarlett Johansson was arguing about back when Black Widow came out, and it came out on the same day on Disney Plus, but everybody laughed at her about it. Everyone's dealing with that whole thing now. But now, it's a step in the right direction of giving everybody the correct pay that they deserve for all of the work, regardless of how it turns out in the end or not. So yeah, I'm happy for SAG, the Writers Guild Association. I'm happy that they were able to make this, deal, that they were able to find something that they are 100% happy with, and we'll see how it all finalizes on this Tuesday, or come this week once we get official word about it. But yeah, guys, a step in the right direction, a step in progress. Let's just hope that there's no other problems when it comes to that front, and let's just continue to support the writers and the actors and everybody else who is still fighting for a livable wage in Hollywood. But yeah, guys, just wanted to talk about it. Again, you can look it all up, and we'll definitely have more to talk about it. But anyways, guys, this is Jking from JEDIMIKE7, out. Supporting the actors and the writers. Let's hope this all goes well. Let's hope this all goes well.